I'm alive. I know it's been a while and I'm excited to be here. I'm definitely planning on making this more of a consistent thing. I know I've said that before, but I think I think the stars are aligning for this to be way more consistent, and I'm also just really excited about it and excited to be here with you and to share these flows and breath work and meditations. So if you've been here through the whole thing, you're a real one. Thank you. If you're just joining, I'm so grateful and happy that you're here. Today is a short, feel good yoga flow, all levels. Highly recommend having two blocks and maybe something for your knees if you have hard floors or sore knees. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's have some fun. So we're going to start in a child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, taking some deep inhales, long exhales. Maybe resting the forehead down on the mat, reaching the arms forward, and just arriving here in this moment in time. Anything else that's weighing on you, set it aside. We'll revisit it after this practice. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Breathing in, so much that your belly expands and even your upper back and lower back expand. And let it go. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. And breathing in. Breathing out. Last one, deep inhale. And release. From here, start to move up to your tabletop. Good. And we're just going to start to make some figure eights. So this is going to really give a nice stretch in our wrists as well as our spine and our whole body, warming it up. So thinking of making figure eights with the whole body, moving into the shoulders, the wrists, the hips. And no worries at all if your figure eight is less than an 8 and more of a globe. Just making sure you're going in the same direction for now, and then we're going to switch, going in the opposite direction, which might make it even more wonky. This is my wonky side. It does not know how to do figure eights, but that's okay. We just move with it. Good. Fluid as you can possibly make it. And then come back through center. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. From here, we're going to take our puppy pose, or our heart melting pose. So if you're going to crawl your hands forward, lift the tailbone up, coming to either rest on your forehead or on your chin. Breathing here, feeling this nice stretch in the spine. Good. Thinking of the heart going towards the earth. Feeling the stretch in the shoulders. And then gaze towards your hands. We're going to slither forward so we're all the way on our forearms and on our belly. Curl your toes. Forearms down. Bring your thumb tips to touch. Elbows about torso width. Start to hover your knees up. Ready? Lift up, forearm plank. Holding here. If you need to come onto your knees, come onto your knees. You can do a tabletop forearm plank. Breathing here, relaxing the muscles in the mouth, in the face. Good. Hold, feel the little quivers. That's part of being alive. Good, lower the thighs, slide your hands to frame out your chest, your torso. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Press into the toenail side of your feet. Squeeze the elbows close together on your back. And from here, press up, tabletop. Curl your toes, come up to kneel. Nice. Good, deep breath in, feel yourself here. Exhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Really think of engaging the inner thighs. So squeezing or holding on to an imaginary bowl between the inner thighs. Belly button pulls back, engaging that pelvic floor. Inhale, sweep your hands up as hips press forward. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Lift the heart, wiggle your fingers. Really getting into that left hip flexor or back leg hip flexor. Exhale, hands come back to hips, step back to kneeling. Opposite side, left leg comes forward. Same thing, imagine you're squeezing that imaginary bowl and you don't want it to drop in between the legs. As you start to press the hips forward, sweep the arms up. Belly button draws back. Breathe in. Exhale, cacti the arms, little back bend here. Breathing, opening the heart. Finding a place that feels good. Exhale, hands come to hips, come back to kneeling. Little wiggles or side to side sways. Good. Hands come down, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, pedal it out, stretching out the legs, really getting into the calves, releasing the head and the neck, feeling the stretch in the shoulders, maybe taking gaze up towards your belly button. Good. Deep breath in here, hold in stillness, and release it out. Gaze forward, little steps to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins, little bend in the knees. Retract your shoulder blades back onto your back and fold. Bend so much in your knees, your belly comes to your thighs. Catch opposite elbows and just sway, letting everything drape and hang heavy over your thighs. Noticing the low back. Release the hands. We're going to slowly rise all the way up. Good. When you get to the top, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment to let the blood rush away from your head. You might be a little dizzy. Let's catch our breath. Be here in this moment together. Spread your toes. Flutter the eyes open. Good. Inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back, down dog. Good. From here, we're just going to shift forward, lower the hips to upward facing dog with either thighs hovering or they can be down. Being really mindful, if this is too much on your back, lower down to a baby cobra. And curl your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Gaze forward, little steps to the front of your mat. We're not in any hurry. Once you get to the top, slowly unfurl the spine, reach the arms up. Stay reaching the arms up. I'm turning just to face you, bringing your big toes closer together. Belly button pulls back, reach the arms as high as they'll go. Side bend to your right. Good. Keeping the hips still in the same plane as each other, as well as your shoulders. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Same thing, engage the legs. Hips in the same plane, shoulders in the same plane as each other. Inhale up. Exhale, we're gonna step it wide on our mat, facing the side. You might want your block, so take a moment if you need to grab that block. You're gonna point your left toes forward, right toes stay pointing to the long edge of your mat. Open your arms, exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Breathe. Reaching that right arm up. Open your heart. Maybe you have that bottom hand on a block. Good. Exhale, our top hand is going to come down to our bottom hand. Pivot your back heel up, and then step your back foot a little bit closer, moving into your pyramid shape. So hips are square now. And I always like to take one of my hands and kind of feel which hip is dipping. Because proprioception, that's a hard word to say and a hard word to do, which is just knowing where we're at in space. So just kind of feeling which hip is lifting and lowering, square them out. Breathing here, you might want a block underneath each hand to bring the ground closer to you. Good. Deep breaths. From here, take your back foot and step it further back, heel lifts, gently lower the knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Thumbs draw back into space. Belly button pulls back as well. Exhale, both hands come to the inside of your front foot. You're gonna lift your back toes up, rolling onto your heel. So now we're facing the side edge of our mat, Skandasana. If you're confused by this, take a moment, look at me in the video. It'll help. It's a little confusing if you've never done it before. So even if you have done it before, it can be a little confusing. And then we're gonna curl our hands to the back of our mat, lifting our left toes up. Same thing, you might want blocks underneath your hands here, or you might be up here hovering. Both are active, doing work, no right or wrong. Skandasana to the back of the mat. And then we're gonna pivot around, pyramid pose facing the back of our mat. So step your back foot a little bit closer to your front foot. Good, hips are square. So you have your right foot forward now. We're facing the back of our mat. You might want to block underneath each hand. Soften the heart towards your front leg. Maybe taking one hand to your low back hip area and kind of feeling which is lifting and which is lowering and evening them out. Breathe. Good. From here, we're going to find our triangle pose. So right hand is either going to come to the inside of our front foot or to our ankle. And our back toes are going to pivot to face the long edge of our mat. Inhale, left arm lifts. Gaze up at your top hand. Open your heart to the sky. Breathe. Press into that back foot as much as your front foot. Keep pressing your head back. It might want to roll forward. Press it back to open that heart. Good. Inhale, rise up. We're facing the long edge of our mat. Reach the arms up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, you're going to pivot both sets of your toesies to point in and wide-legged fold. You can always grab a block or two here. Good. And your choice of where you want the hands can crawl forward, they can grab onto your ankles, or even in between the legs. Release the head and neck towards the mat. Trust yourself here. Part of ahimsa, non-violence or non-harming, which is one of the yamas in the Yoga Sutras, is believing in ourselves, trusting in ourselves. We harm ourselves by always living in fear. So in this shape, it can feel like you're going to topple forward. And I'm not saying that you won't, but you'll be okay. And the more we reach those places that are a little like, ooh, scary, we learn to catch ourselves. Deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Crawl your hands back to the front of your mat. Good. We're going to step back, downward facing dog. Gently lower the knees down. Right foot is going to lift up and then extend it out to the right side and release it down onto the ground. Start to press the hips back towards your back heel and then rock it forward. Back towards the back heel and then rock it forward. One more, and this time we're going to hold here. See if you can root down in all parts of your right foot towards the mat. So the toes aren't lifting, you're bringing them down. Good. Then from here, lift up a little bit. You're going to take your left foot, your back foot, and bring it towards your hands as you roll back and sit down. If you have any knee issues, skip that part and just come to meeting in this shape on the ground, or Janushirshasana legs. Good. From here, or our tree legs, it kind of looks like our tree pose just sitting down. So we're not going to fold over a straight leg. We're not going to fold over a bent leg. We're going to fold in between them. You might want your blocks here again. How many times can I say that in this video? A lot. It's okay. And maybe it's for myself to remember. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, fold in between the legs. Keep lifting your right toes up. Good. Finding a nice stretch here. You might come onto the forearms. Maybe you pancake it out. And we're going to take 3 breaths here in through the nose, out of the mouth, in through the nose, out of the mouth. Again. And then we're going to rise up. We have to reverse this, so we're going to go back into our tabletop. But remember, if you have any knee issues, skip that part and just make your way to your tabletop. If not, hands reach forward, roll forward, right leg steps back to meet left, tabletop. I'm going to pivot around so you can see me from a different angle. Left leg's going to extend back and then out to the left side. Release the foot down. Root down in all parts of that left foot and start to press the hips back. It's like a one-legged straight leg child's pose. And then rock it forward and back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. We're going to hold here this time. Release the neck. Noticing what parts of the body feel good here. How does the mind feel? How does the breath feel? Keep pressing your left pinky toe down. And then lift up ever so slightly. We're going to start to bring our right foot forward as we roll onto our seat. Tree legs-ish, or Janushirshasana legs. Left toes lift up towards the sky, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold in between your legs. Pressing your hands into the ground to roll your sit bones back down. They're going to want to lift, roll them down. Left toes lift though. Breathe here. Good. Slowing the mind down, slowing our thoughts. And just feeling our body and all the sensations that are happening in it in this moment. Gosh, it's beautiful to be alive, isn't it? From here, rolling up, and then we're going to roll back into our tabletop. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Good. From here, press back, downward facing dog. Gaze towards your hands. Start to take little steps to the front. Rise on up. Mindful again of the blood rushing away from the head. Hands come to heart center. Good. Slow and steady the breathing. So you're going to find your drishti, something that isn't moving in front of you. And for today, all I want you to do is work on drawing your right knee in towards your chest. Maybe you grab the back of the right leg. Maybe you grab the shin. Just hold it here. Notice if you're leaning back a lot, try to bring your shoulders right over the hips. Heart forward. Relax the lips, the forehead. Hold for 3, 2, One, slowly step it down. Good, shake out the ankles. Opposite side, rooting down in that right foot, finding that drishti in front of you, something that isn't moving. Start to draw left leg up, catching the back of the thigh or the shin. Good, bringing shoulders over hips. Really drawing that left leg up in towards your chest. Toes even draw towards your face. Strong standing legs, strong core here, staying for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release that leg down. Shake it off. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back, down dog. Good, we're gonna lower the knees down. I recommend grabbing a block to come to sit on in kneeling, or sitting on your heels, or you can just come to sit directly on your heels. So I have this block in between my legs, and I'm sitting on it. Bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, start to close the eyes down. Notice your heart rate is a little bit faster than when we started. Steady it out. Notice the warmth in your body, the warmth in your mind, in your heart, in your breath. And just taking this moment to fill up with so much gratitude for being here today with me, for taking care of yourself. That way you can show up in the world a little bit sweeter. So staying here in this shape as long as you'd like, connecting with your breath, rooting into the present moment. Or maybe you make your way onto your back and find your Shavasana, your corpse shape, for a minimum of 4 minutes. I recommend more. Give yourself this chance to reset, to restart, to fill up your cup. And this is where I leave you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm so grateful for you, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.